So hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Code for Help and welcome to this tutorial of Matplotlib. So guys, in the previous video we have saw creating the different kinds of plots like histogram plot, scatter plot, histogram plot and a simple line plot. These kinds of plots we have drawn in my previous video. So today's video is about creating a bar chart, like how you can create a bar chart and how can create a stack bar chart. Like there is two kinds of bar chart, like a simple bar chart and a stack bar chart. So these two things we are going to see in this today's video. So without any guys delay, let's get start the videos. And before starting the videos, if you have not subscribed my channel, then please do subscribe it and please share and like my videos. So let's get start. So here is on my Jupyter notebook. I have imported the pandas library and matplotlib. This library I have already imported, and I have created some data for creating my plot. Like here is an employee. So what kind of employee are there? Data science, data analytics, data engineer, machine learning engineer, and AI. These are the kinds of employee. And what are the numbers of employee? And for that I have created three number of employees. So because these things we are going to see in the stack bar chart, so I have created a three kinds of number of employees. So there is 100 employees of data science, 150 employees of data analytics, 50 employees of data engineer, 200 employees of machine learning engineer, and 120 employees are of AI, artificial engineering. So in this way I have created three employee number. Now let's create this bar plot. So for creating a bar plot, what we need, so for creating a bar plot, I will type here plt dot bar, and let's suppose that what are the parameters which we can use in this bar plot. So this that I will show you later. First let's create our bar plot. So for creating the bar plot, I will pass here the x values as employee, and the other one is this number of employees. So this will show you how many employees are there of different kinds of field. So employee number of employee, and you can see that our bar plot has been created. So for data science, there are 100 of employees. You can see that for data science there is 100 of employees. For data analytics there are 150. For data engineer there are, you can see that's 50, and for machine learning engineer it's around 200, and for AI engineer it's 120. So this is how your bar plots will look like. It will show you the number of counts of your different kinds of fields. So this is your x values I have taken, the number of employees, and the count of these values is showing here on the y-axis. So let me name this x and y-axis. So plt dot x-axis, plt dot x label. So for x label, kind, like suppose a kind of employees, and for y label, plt dot y label, it's a count. Let me show the count. Okay, what's the error? X label. Okay, sorry. So now you can see that here y-axis has been given as count and x-axis has been given as a kind of employees. So again, this was all about creating this bar plot. And if you want to how you can turn this bar plot as a horizontal bar plot, that also I'm going to show you. Let's before that, first let's explore the different kinds of parameter which we can use, which we can use inside this bar plot. So inside this plt.bar, just press shift and tab. You can see all the kinds of parameter which we can use inside this your bar plot. So I'm going to show you one by one. So this is the height, width, bottom, alignment, kinds, color. These are all the things which you can use inside of this bar plot. So let me show you. Okay, so first let's suppose that let me change the width of my line, this bar. So I will use the parameter width equal to, so let's suppose that I want the width to be 8. Let me remove this. So you can see this, the width has been changed and it's been concatenated. So let me decrease the size of this width. Let me give it 2. Okay, again it's very huge. Let me give it in a point. 0.5. Now you can see this, the size of this bar has been decreased just by using this width parameter. And but now let me change the width of this line. So, width, the color of this bar plot. Let's suppose that I want the color to be red. So I will just simply type here R, or you can also write red. Now you can see that the color of my plot has been changed to a red color. You can also give whatever color you want to give. I give red. Now I want it to be green, so I will pass here G, or I will type green. Now you can see that the color of my plot has been turned into a green color. Now, and let's suppose this, let's use another parameter that is called alpha. Let's see that what this alpha is doing. So this alpha will change the opacity of your bar plot. Like it will make it dark green, light color, medium color. So in this way you can change the opacity of your plot using this alpha parameter. Let me give it 0.2. Now you can see that our plots has been the color of my plot has become very fade, and this I have done using the alpha parameter. So let me make it 0.9 for better look. So you can see that this is how you can change the look of your plot, opacity of a plot, by using this alpha parameter. Now this is about creating a bar plot. Let's suppose that I want to create a horizontal bar plot. So how do I do that? So for creating a horizontal bar chart, what I will do, I will just pass H after this bar. I will just skip H after this bar, and our this so in this way our this bar plot has been converted to the horizontal bar chart. So let me write here H. This is plt.barh. Rest of the things will be same, and let me press shift plus enter, and you can see that our bar plot has been changed into horizontal bar chart. And this I have done by using just plt.barh. By putting this H after this bar, your bar chart will be converted into horizontal bar chart. So this is about creating a bar chart, like how you can create a bar chart, how you can create a horizontal bar chart. Now let me show you how you can create a stacked bar chart. Stacked bar chart, stacked horizontal bar chart, how you are going to create that. Let me show you. So for creating a stacked bar chart, I'm just going to copy. Let me remove this first H, because first I will create a simple stacked bar chart. So this is our bar chart. Now I will copy this whole thing. Yes, plt.bar. I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to paste it into neckline. So let me assign here width, because if I want to control the width of my line, so width equal to 0.8. I will get 0.8. Yeah, that's fine. And also let me index equal to, what I will do, index is equal to length. I will use the arrange function, np.arrange, and length of, I will taking the length of this employee, and I'm using this arrange function. And now here this employee, this number of employee, the first number of employee, and after this I will pass this width, and in this one, since I want to create a stacked bar chart, let me run this first. Okay, let me change the color of this. Let me make it red. So, okay, this one will be the second one. In the first one, I'm taking this first count, number of employees of the first count, and the number of employees of the second count. In the second one, this is second one, and now let me run this. So you can see that our stacked bar chart has been converted, our bar chart has been converted into a stacked bar chart. So this red one is showing for this second employee count, and this green one is showing for the first employee count. So if you will notice this, the second employee count here, the second employee count here is for data science it's 20, and so here you can see that for data science is 20. Here you can see that for the data science it is around 20. For data analytics, it is around 20 IS 40, and for the DE it is around 25. For machine learning engineer it is 100. So this is how the stack bar chart has been created for the second employee. So this red one is for second employee, this green one is the green one is for the count of the first employee. Now let me show this bar in a different way. Like this for the second count of employee, I want this bar to be shown in beside this one, the first one. So what I will do, I will use this width one. So employee, I will use this index plus width. So let me use here index. Okay, my bad, sorry. Index plus this one will be the same. I will pass this index inside this, and this and after that's the count of, let me remove this number, let me remove this employee, and this number of employees will be remain there, AMP, because I'm using this index, and this index is taking this length of this employee. So I'm using this here, and let me also remove here also. I will use here index plus this width. Now let me run invalid sentence, and I will also type here width. Now let me run this. So you can see that the stack bar chart is showing the data for these two different employee counts separately. So let me decrease the size of this width so that we can see it very clearly. I will give the size to be 0.2, and now you can clearly see that the count of the different employees, the number of employees for the second, number of employees for the first one has been shown here differently. For more clarity, let me change the color. The second color I will change to yellow. The second, now you can see that this is our stack bar chart, how you can see that here. And now let me convert this stack bar chart into a horizontal stack bar chart. So for converting it into horizontal stack bar chart, I will do the same thing. I will pass here H and H. So plt.bar H, and rest of the things will remain same. Now let me run this. So you can see that our charts has been changed into a horizontal stack bar chart. If I want to pass another kinds of value, let's suppose that I want to pass this number of employees too. So for that I will just copy this line and paste it into the next line, and here I will change 1 to 2 because I'm using the third one. So let me run this. Okay, it's not showing. What's wrong? So this is the second. Let me also put this third one into this bar chart. So for that, what I will do, I will just copy this same line here from here, and I'm going to copy this and let me paste it here. And for this, for the third one, I will type one more plus width. This is for showing the third line. So index plus width. Now let me run this. Okay, let me change the color. This is yellow. Let me make it, what should I make it? Blue. Now you can see that let me make this vertical. This is horizontal. Let me remove all this horizontal and let me make it vertical. So now you can see all the three counts of number of employees has been plotted in this bar chart. For that, I just use this add this with double time to show this the third one. And now if you notice here, you can see that you are not able to see any of the name of this bar, like which one is showing this bar, which data is showing this bar. These things you are not able to see in this chart. So for this, for the naming convention, I will use another line of code, that is xtics. I will use xtics for that. So let me press enter after this. The next line, I will use plt dot xdix, and inside this I'm going to pass this index, the index which I have created here, and in the next one I'm going to pass index plus width. This is index plus width, and the classes, no, this is not class, this is what I have taken, employee. Now you can see that the name of every bar has been assigned here. It's looking very clumsy, so let me increase the size of this plot. So for increasing the size of the plot, you will use a line of code. I will use the figure size for increasing the size of the plot. So I will type here plt dot figure, and inside this I will use figure size, fixed size, use fixed size. Let me give the figure size as 15 by 15. Run this. Now you can see that the size of my bar plot has been changed completely, and the name is now visible very clearly. Data science, data analytics, DE, MLE, AI. You can see all the names here, and I have changed this figure size. If you want to make it more small, make it 10. This way you can just experiment. Oh, what's there? Okay, now it's clear, now it's good. You can see all the names here. So this is how you can create a stacked bar chart, a stacked horizontal bar chart, a simple bar chart. I have shown you how you can create. If you want to provide a grid after this, just press Shift plus Enter, Shift plus Tab here. You will see what kind of parameter you can use inside this plt.figure. So you can use face color, edge color, and figure class. All these things you can use inside this. So if you use face color, like I have used the face color as gray, then your plot will look like something this. Let me remove this, it's not looking good. So in this way you can play with different kinds of parameter, and you can create a simple, beautiful, and easy, in a very easy way, a beautiful bar chart. So this is how I have created a bar chart. I have created a stacked bar chart. So you can also create this bar chart. Now you can play with all this parameter, whatever you want. You can play with different kinds of bar plot. So this is all about today's video, guys, where we have saw like how we can create a bar chart, how we can create a horizontal bar chart, a stacked bar chart, a horizontal bar chart. So this is the way of creating a plot. So this was all about today's guys videos. I will see you in the next video. And again guys, before leaving this video, please do subscribe my channel. Please share and like my videos, because your support needs very much, and your supports matter to me. So please subscribe my channel. Don't forget to subscribe it. Till then, I will see you in the next video.